You might doing this mistake from Lasso and not realizing. In today's lesson, I'm gonna show you guys 5 common mistakes that helps me so much realize and stay focused on how to address, how to stay strong in Lasso. And this video is gonna help you so much, and I'm positive that this problem is happening inside your Lasso scenario. If you don't know me, my name is Marcos Tinoco, Marcelo Garcia, black belt, big O's. Okay, let's jump into it. So, Lasso guard, right? I filmed the video before about Lasso problem and a lot of people requested. So let's take a look right here. Number 1 Lasso problem, I have to keep eyes on it. So, putting Lasso flat, we're coming from very flat scenario. A lot of people go here and do this, slide down and put Lasso flat. Doesn't matter if you put flat, shallow Lasso or deep Lasso. My knee gets on the way, so I cannot be flat. The problem being flat that my can start pushing down this way, and I'll pop a hip up, tripod, yes, and I'll start circling around and then get the ahead of the game, okay? So you should never put Lasso flat, okay? So from here, don't do this, don't rush, okay? Don't rush. Make sure that you do this or get yourself on the side. Now it's a lot easier to circle Lasso and get deep. From here, I need to go there, and look how easy it will be to manipulate my posture down that way. Okay, so we'll go back. If I put Lasso flat, I lose all the leverage. I'm here, Lasso flat, boom. It's even hard to put the Lasso in actually. And then from here, since I'm flat, my shoulder is hard for me to go that way. Okay, when I'm sideways, my Lasso get deep. Okay, but make sure that when you put Lasso, you kind of don't push his arm out. That's a problem. Okay, so number 1 mistake that it's happening in your Lasso and you're not realizing. And a lot of people send me questions, oh, I'm doing this and that, and then guess what, I ask them, can you send a little tape of that problem? And that's what shows flat. Okay, second detail that I'm sure is happening with you, when you put Lasso, you're rushing. Okay, so this is what happened. When I put Lasso, my arm, doesn't matter if I'm sideways or flat, this is what happened. When I put Lasso, my arm, I hip escape, Mike's elbows back, and then I try, my arms extended. Look, my arm's extended, his arm is bent. Now you guys are doing this, putting the Lasso that way. Your Lasso arrived, okay? Move this way, Mike, a little bit. Your Lasso arrived, but my arms it's extended, so it's gonna be super difficult for me to sweep, because now is the Lasso is there, but look, there's no leverage. Look, Mike's posture is steady right there. It's gonna be super difficult. Okay, so don't put Lasso here and that way. That forces him to stay loose and circle around, and also force him to pull this, circle his hands out. Okay, so don't do this mistake. Okay, and following from here, another mistake is from the same situation, avoiding doing this. Instead of do this, look the difference right here. I'm never gonna use this arm. I wanted to pull, I want his arm extended. So now look how easy to circle. Now the arm is there. And then once again, look how much leverage I have. If I have this in the opposite direction, opposite way, now he doesn't move at all. So this here is this is wrong there, but this is the best way. Okay, so this is what happened. Number 2, when you put Lasso, make sure your elbow is back, not the person. Okay, so when you put Lasso, don't do this. This is what happens sometimes. My arms are bent, and then when you put Lasso deep, I push his arm out, and that extends my arm, and that's the problem. Okay, so make sure you avoid this, and I'm 100% positive. And once again, all these 5 things that I'm showing you is from people that send me videos, and that blows my mind, and I say, okay, now it makes sense, because a lot of people ask, oh, can you show this, can you show that, but show me first, and then I can help you. Okay, so if you like this idea, send me a request, and then send me a small tape what's happening, and then we'll be happy to share with you guys on my channel. Okay, and let's go on a detail 3, number 3. Okay, this is a very calm. Okay, you get the lasso super deep, but this happens most like when you're playing a shallow lasso. Nothing against shallow lasso, as long as you know what you do, you can definitely use that, and that'll happen with you. So I'm not a big fan of shallow lasso because it allows the person to hug my head, and that's comes from on detail number 3. When you play lasso, super nice right here. Shallow lasso, I told you guys a million times on the channel. If you know my channel, you probably heard that. Play lasso, shallow. Mike's gonna go right there, tripod, boom, circle around, and look, his hands right here, hug, boom. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be super tough. If this happens, this can happen with the shallow lasso hugging the head, and this also happen, go back, Mike, with the deep lasso. I'm here. Sometimes I let go this, or he circle the hands out and then break the grip, and he circle around, and then from here he hugs my head, and then he sprawl, and I'm gonna try to sweep that way. It's not gonna happen because he's too flat, and he hugs my head. Okay, so do not let the person hugs your head. Okay, for whatever intention you have on the lasso, you should not let the person hug the head. So how can we avoid? Lasso deep, keep this arm. Just keep this arm under control. Okay, if you feel like Mike is trying to tripod base right here, and then look up, take the lasso out, break the grip, go back, and stay right here. But never let his circle. Go back, Mike, circle, break the grip, boom, and then hug right there, and that's gonna be hard. Okay, so you can use that to break, or go back a little bit, or you can use the knee on the shoulders. So now, Mike, look, I'm never gonna, so try circle around, pressure on the shoulders. If I relax, he goes. That's the problem. Okay, so detail number 3, do not let the person hug your head. Okay, and then the end I'm gonna do a quick recap for you guys to follow on. Detail number 4, it happens with you and you're not realizing why you're falling, the lasso is falling apart. Okay, detail number 4 is here. The person control your bottom pants. The bottom pants is your best friend to recover guard. Don't say bottom pants, but your bottom leg. Okay, so what happened here is, when I go for the lasso there, my bottom leg uses to change my hip. My bottom leg used to move back, block the spider. My bottom leg basically keep my hip mobile. When my partner uses right there, bottom pants, and then he goes in a tripod base and he stick his hip wide out. This, look, my leg is out of his body. Okay? And then from here, it's hard for me to, if I move back, he follows me, look. He follows me. If I move forward, it's hard. So don't let the person take control of that. Sometimes when he controls this way, Mike, run towards the back, bring your right leg in here, boom, now he's in a leg drag scenario, right? Now from here, he starts to pull this arm out, boom, and then he passes my guard. So that is like one of the million ways that can happen. So don't let the person control the bottom leg, okay? So the problem in a specific for lasso, but in general that I see in Jiu-Jitsu is that you're allowing the person get too far ahead with that specific grip, and they might think, oh, my connection is strong, the person won't get too far. Yes, they will. So as long as you understand where and until when you can keep that happening, so we can readdress early, but don't let the person get too far with the grip, okay? So detail number 4, don't let them control the bottom pads. So the best way, it's kind of tough to break the grip, but you can still get it. So I come here. When I go from here, I play lasso here. This arm is gone, but this arm is free. You're gonna pin the leg right there. Boom, tripod. Nice. Now you have to break this grip. The best way in here is get the weight off of this leg. Don't try kick from here because the weight is coming down, okay? I'm in this situation so many times that that's why I'm showing you guys. So instead of breaking this way, what I'm gonna do here, I wanna bring my leg out towards the back. Now from here, if Mike circle that way, no, the other way, so the other way. He can go, but now his hand is far out, which is easy to break the grip, boom, and then bring my knee out, boom, and then come back to the lasso, okay? So whenever his weight is on my pants, it's tough to break. But the moment he's circling around, his hand is I still hold the hand so he won't hug my head. So when you start circling around, or when I bring my leg down that way, now there's exposure on the shoulder so he doesn't want to fall. So this way is a lot easier to break that pants grip. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So let's go one more time here. When I go lasso, might block the leg, yes. Don't try break from here, you won't break it, it's so powerful. Strong grip plus weight. Look, I'm trying to bring my leg towards the back, boom, kick, and now from here, it's easy for me to bring myself back and reset the angle, okay? I'm not going too much detail about it, but if you like to know, if you like to see more about these scenarios in a separate video because it's gonna be too long, I'll be happy to show you guys whatever you guys want from this particular scenario, okay? And let's go for the final one, the number 5. Don't let the person circle the hands. We all know, play the lasso, number 1 thing, circle the hands. But most of the time, you are circling the hand, the person is circling the hands because you allow them. Okay, so for example, when you play lasso, the number 1 move that the person is gonna go, first thing, readdress the hands. Okay? When they readdress the hands, they start moving around better. Okay? So stick with that idea. What we need to do is lasso, okay? So I will show you a few reasons how that happens. Can be, I'll point it out the most common ones. From here, I can have a perfect lasso here, right? If Mike use Olin arms, it's not gonna happen. So try to put arm over. It's gonna be a little bit tough. But if Mike start using his partial back to yank his shoulder back, now the grip goes. And then he's gonna start circling the hands out and walk around, and my grip start getting hurt. And then from here, a lot of people don't even try to yank that grip out. They try to replace the hands on my leg, and then they start walking around. So you start tripod, yes, and then try go around the back door right here, boom, 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 and then he get a better position, and then my grip start getting hurt, and then you become in a panic mode. You don't want it, guys. You don't want to be in a panic mode when you play lasso or in another guard, okay? Everything has to be under control. But a lot of people not realizing why this is happening into the lasso, because you're rushing. Please don't rush from lasso, okay? If you have to spend 5, 6, 7 minutes maintain your connection, do it. But don't just play lasso and then sweep right away. Don't position lasso, don't connect the lasso and sweep right away. That's the number 1 mistake that I see on a lot of people that's asking for my help. Lasso, rush into the sweep, okay? Maybe this is a topic for the next video, for the future video, that why my lasso is not working, because you're rushing, okay? So maybe I'll show some point why I rushed to it. Maybe that could be a next video for you guys, okay? But let's go back to the toppings right here. Why the person circling the hands is because they pop back, okay, circle the hands, then go around, or is because when I pull lasso, I help my partner, my opponent pushing the hands out. So look, nice and tight. When I do this, you guys are doing this and you're not realizing. Pay attention when I pull lasso. Pay attention on Mike's hands. Move this way a little bit, Mike. Pay attention on his hands. Strong grip. When I pull lasso with my hamstring, I'm doing this. So pay attention to his hands. And this help the person circle the hands out. I'm 100% guaranteed that this is what happens, and this is why the person circle the hands in your lasso. Okay? So how can we avoid this? So let's do it again. When I go here, plus Mike using his weight down, look, I push. Now look, his hand is free, right? I could go straight for the wrist lock where he hammer, but it's not the case for today. And then he circle the hands out. Yes. So how can we avoid this? Simple way. Look, from here, keep this tight. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about lasso. Okay. This hand is a problem. You hug your head, control the pants. We will talk about that. Okay. So, but keep this hand under control. How can we do this? When I play lasso, now instead of let his arm go, I'm gonna kind of like pull the arm while my leg are going. Now his hand stays stable. Don't relax. Don't do this. Look at my arm. We talk about this. Number 2, right? My arm extended. Now, when I pull lasso, I pull right here, and then instead of dig my leg in, I pull. Now it's a perfect combination. You guys don't see on the video, but it feels like when I'm pushing the leg and pulling, boom. Now from here, leg. Now smash my knee. Okay, so look, moving this side. Look, leg there. So now look how my knee are outward and my foot inward. Boom. Now smash my knee, okay. Another mistake I didn't mention, right? Number 6, that could be another mistake where the person should not put, boom. That's another mistake, collapsing the knee, right? So, but I want to keep a number 5, okay? So these are the number 5, okay? So quick recap: put your lasso flat on your back. Number 2, putting the lasso with the main arm extended, okay? Number 3, letting the person hug your head. Don't let the person hug your head. Number 4, controlling the bottom pants. Do not let the person control the bottom pants. And number 5, circling the hands, right? Understand why the person is circling the hands. And most like you're helping the person, okay? And number 6 that I didn't mention was collapsing the legs, okay? And there is a lot more, but those are the one that pops up the most. And listen, you're in charge of the lasso, so you have to do a checkpoint if your lasso is still working the way you want before you try sweep. Do a checkpoint right there, okay? So please, if you find this video helpful, consider to subscribe, because there's a lot of videos to help you elevate your game. And if you like to see more videos like this, please comment, and I will be happy to help you guys to bring a lasso to the next level possible. Okay, so thank you so much. Big os.